2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, everybody. Tonight in NBA action, we have the Denver Nuggets against the Knicks in New York. A good roll continuing right now for the Knicks. It's an opportunity for them in a top-tier matchup to rise to the occasion. These are the measuring stick games that push you to take your game to the next level. And we'll get to see an incredible rookie, R.J. Barrett, born in Ontario. Shaq, we've seen some talent come out of Canada lately.
Yeah, Andrew Wiggins, Jamal Murray, Trey Lyles, and a bunch of others. And don't know what they're feeding them up there, but I stand on guard for thee.
Oh, Canada, oh, Canada.
What is that song?
It's the ending.
No, it's not. No,
that's
it
the
doesn't
ending.
even sound like the right song.
All right.
Oh, Canada.
Neither
we
does that.
Stand on guard for thee.
You are going to start an international incident.
Oh, Canada.
That's better.
We don't know.
I'm sorry, Canada. From the bottom of my heart.
And I stand on
Sorry,
Barrett,
Canada.
Andrew Wiggins, and Jamal Murray.
The tallest building in the United States, One World Trade Center. Looking glorious tonight as we come to you from New York. Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan. And we're pleased to have on the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, we're seeing a new trend in NBA practices. Coaches are marking the court in different ways to help players visualize where they need to be. Take, for example, a four-point line, rewarding players for stretching their shooting range. And a corner three, in some cases, is worth 4 points in practice. And that encourages players to take that high-value shot. There's a lot of coaches thinking outside the box by drawing new boxes on the court. Kevin?
A lot of talk about this, David. Some new ground certainly to look at. Thank you. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at the Nuggets. They're in the upper part of the conference records right now, in 5th place.
And I think for Denver, they've done a good job staying relevant this season. I mean, I was concerned they'd suffer a drop-off, but just give them credit. They've hung in here in this playoff race.
Resiliency has been crucial for this team. Anytime it looks like they may start to drag a little bit, they've picked it back up and stayed in the hunt.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. And it's Barton in at the small forward position. And for the Knicks, Barrett and Knox are the wingmen. Portis is out there with Robinson. And it's Smith in at the point. Early on, players vying for larger roles and more minutes. And Doris, always interesting to see how all of that materializes.
Yeah, Kev, I think unless you have a veteran team who's maybe been in the playoffs and established themselves, there's nothing set in stone yet. Obviously, guys are looking to prove themselves from the very moment that ball is tipped up in the air. And who gets a rhythm early? Who starts off strong? Let's see.
I'm looking forward to it as well. Good work there as it goes.
Well, even with the defense putting up a stiff challenge, Dennis Smith Jr. plays right through the contact.
Barton outside. The pass to Jokic. Excellent D that time from Robinson. And a fast break now for New York. Jumps up. Barrett, no good. And so it's Barton bringing it up for the Nuggets. He feeds it to Millsap. Got a hand on it. They retain possession. The shot's good from Nikola Jokic. New York with the ball. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Well, I'm sure they're still enjoying that one. You love going into a tough building, tough place to play, and shooting the lights out. Nothing like silencing the crowd.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Portis, the pass to Knox. Rebound by Murray. The Nuggets have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Barton with it. Now Smith defending, and it's slammed in by Millsap.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Nice shot by Portis.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now here is Harris. He had 15 points last outing. Offensive rebound. Jokic. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Smith against Murray. Smith kicks to Barrett. Back to Smith. 6 to shoot. Passes it to Portis. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And for the length of Bobby Portis, he's sure to provide a bit of fire when he's on the floor.
Well, Portis is never afraid to mix it up with the opponent or sometimes his own guys. This guy plays with a passion that maybe isn't for everyone, but boy, it does spark his teams.
They shoot again. Millsap trying to get open, and Jokic lays it up and in. Jokic has got 6.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Smith, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And stolen by Barrett. Here's Knox. Martin defending. Here's Barrett. And it's Denver with the rebound. This their first look at this year's New York squad.
Yeah, and they swept this matchup the 2 times they played last year. They held the advantage on paper and on the court.
Well, a year ago, there was a big gap in talent between the two teams. But changes are always made, and we'll see how they match up this time around.
The Nuggets leading by 6. Barton, wide open. He fires. Off target from outside. Here's Smith. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on Will Barton.
This is an area where Dennis Smith Jr. is working on, right? As the primary ball handler, you have to be able to make your free throws.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Taj Gibson's checked in for Robinson. Marcus Morris comes in for Portis. Frank Ntilikina is checked in for Kevin Knox. And Alonzo Trier's subbed in for Barrett. Now here's Beasley. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Lakers. Grant the pass to Jokic. Unloads. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. And you see Jeremy Grant on this team. He means so much more than just his stats.
He's a fantastic glue guy, and his teammates talk about how unselfish he is on the floor. Great team player and an even better chemistry guy off the court.
It's checked in for Smith. And there's the foul. It goes on Taj Gibson. That's his first foul. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. 6-point lead. Morris passes to Plumlee. Grant outside. Back to Plumlee. Beasley for 3. He can't get that one. And New York will come the other way. Here's Ntilikina. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, that takes tremendous body control from Frank Ntilikina. Even with a physical defensive player, he stays composed.
Morris looking over the floor. Jokic finds Grant. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Now Jokic. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Barrett with the ball. Grant on him. Barrett no good.
Not a single shot has gone down this period. It is the very definition of ice cold.
They grab their own miss, and it's Jokic missing.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
And Barrett gets it to go.
And after missing 4 straight, he finally gets one to go.
Denver leading by 4. Beasley, the pass to Plumlee. Grant outside. Great D that time from Gibson. For New York, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. It's good. Ntilikina's got his second bucket tonight.
This is critical to Ntilikina's development. Nice drive right there.
Beasley outside. Morris outside. Shot clock at 6. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. Four on the shot clock. From 18 feet away, the shot comes out.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Beasley with the steal. From deep three-point range. Got it to drop!
Goodbye!
He got it to drop!
Goodbye and good night!
Nikola Jokic firing on all cylinders for the Denver Nuggets. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Back right after this. Nikola Jokic, a former second-round pick, turned star.
Basketball, like passion.
In basketball, Greg, a big deal in Jokic's native land of Serbia.
And I love his creativity. There's an artistry and a freedom in how he plays the game.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So on the floor for Denver, it's Morris and Beasley at the 1 and the 2. Michael Porter's out there with Grant. And it's Plumlee in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's tipped. Stolen by Grant. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. This pause in the action gives us a chance to see the teams that have scored the most points off turnovers this month. In third, the Knicks.
And you always like to see aggressive defense. And then when you can convert mistakes into points offensively, that's a big key.
And New York making a change here. Portis is checked in. Jamal Murray, he's checked in for the Nuggets. The shot's good from Ntilikina.
In pick-and-roll situations, a point guard has got to demonstrate patience. Ntilikina does a great job there.
Murray surveying the D. Makes it off the glass. Murray's got the lead up to 6 now for the Nuggets.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
And now, in his second year coaching the Knicks, David Fizdale putting more of a stamp on this team, changing the mindset of the franchise.
Well, the New York Knicks hired David Fizdale to steer the ship with a group of young players. And I want you to think back to where he earned his stripes. That was with the LeBron James and Dwayne Wade championship Miami teams. So he knows culture and he knows winning. He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Here's Gibson. And a foul call. Almost got it to go in, but he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
Let's remember, Taj Gibson is one of the most physical players in the league on both ends. He loves to pick up these fouls.
For the Knicks, Kevin Knox comes in for Morris, and Smith subbed in for Frank Ntilikina. The Nuggets also changing it up. Paul Millsap's checked in for Plumlee. Martin comes in for Grant, and it's Gary Harris in for Beasley. Now here's Murray, coming off a solid outing against the Lakers. He kicks to Millsap. 6 on the shot clock. Shot from 16, and the jumper is on the mark. Millsap's got his second basket.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off. Just sensational stuff. And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Now here's Barton, following the missed shot by Dennis Smith. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And how about the transition from Paul Millsap, going away from that star role to being more of a role player here in his later years? No longer needed to carry the torch, if you will, in terms of scoring and rebounding, but he can still give you just a bit of everything else at this stage.
Mitchell Robinson's checked in for New York. Barrett comes in for Wayne Ellington. And Mitchell Robinson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Murray outside. Over Smith. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Murray's got 4 points now in the quarter. And with Millsap, you can just see him contribute in so many ways.
I mean, a great passer for his position and also very unselfish with his offense. Still a plus defender with how often he is giving up size on the inside.
It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward thinking about is always accepting new ideas. And they've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. A mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. And all of these would be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Kevin?
DA, great assessment, good report. Thank you so much. Here's Knox following the basket by Jokic. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Barton. And a look at the recent power rankings. Some interesting stories here in the early part of December. You look at Denver. They're stuck in the same spot, but still a top 10 team.
And, you know, I think New York, they've started this year as well as they could have hoped. Playing great basketball, probably exceeding preseason expectations.
Now, here is Smith. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Milwaukee.
And his passing was simply amazing. A lot of fun to watch.
And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. And Murray's got the ball here for Denver. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Harris kicks to Jokic. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. A chance now to check out how the All-Star voting is shaping up.
And I tell you, the excitement starting to ratchet up a little bit as the tallies start coming in.
You take a look at Jokic. He's not quite there, but he's very close to his spot in the starting lineup for the West.
And to have the great season he's having and still not crack the top 5, that just tells you a lot about how terrific some of the other Western Conference players have been.
A great All-Star weekend it'll be. We'll keep you updated as we get closer. Doris, you've said this often. It is incredibly difficult to compare guys of different positions in different eras, isn't it?
It really is. There's so many discussions about who's the GOAT, who's the greatest of all potential time. And there are certain names that are always going to pop to the top of the list, LeBron James. But it's very difficult to me, say, to compare a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, one of the greatest to ever man the center position, had the impossible-to-check sky hook. But how do you compare him with LeBron James, who, though he is, and I don't know what position he is, he may be the greatest passer in the history of the league. Like, let's enjoy individual greatness without comparison.
Smith with it, now guarded by Barton, and the foul on Will Barton. That'll be his second foul of the game. Alonzo Trier's checked in for the Knicks. Morris is checked in for the Nuggets. And the shot is good. The Denver lead has been cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Trier.
Boy, that's a bang-bang play on the inbounds pass. I like those quick hitters.
Murray with it. Great numbers on a nightly basis as he averages over 24 points a game. Millsap. They get it back. Murray, good. Murray's got 6.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
Now, here's Barrett. He's guarded closer. Here's Knox. Almost, but it rolls out.
and they continue to control the glass.
Wide open look here for Murray. Nice open look, but it's no good.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
And that one, good. Trier's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, you won't see that kind of shot fall very often. Thank your lucky stars.
And the foul on Dennis Smith Jr. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for New York. Taj Gibson's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Morris comes in for Kevin Knox. And Frank Ntilikina's subbed in for Smith. The Nuggets also changing it up. Plumlee, he's checked in for Millsap. Grant comes in for Barton. And it's Malik Beasley in for Jamal Murray. Here's Barrett. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Now just a 2-point Denver lead. Denver's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Morris passes to Beasley. Grant outside. Pass to Jokic. Over Gibson. Jokic, no good.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
Barrett with the ball. Working on Grant. Shot's good by Gibson.
It doesn't take a ton of time for Gibson to get that shot off. I love how aggressive he's pulling the trigger.
He can't hit that time. It's a tie game in New York. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. For the Knicks, the first quarter was pretty even. The game was always within a fairly narrow margin, with their largest deficit of the period being 6. Things finally started to click for them in the second quarter as they battled all the way back to tie this game up at the break. Hey, big fella, what's your take on New York so far?
Well, one thing happened that really helped them out. Their bench came in and played absolutely beautiful. Gave them a huge boost. Not just trying to hold court, but actually putting points on the scoreboard. This guy should be starting.
Kenny, what was your takeaway on Denver?
Well, that's...
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
That takes a level of aggression and a level of focus, and he has brought it all night thus far.
Barrett and Knox are the wingmen. Robinson is out there with Portis, and it's Smith in at the point guard position. That's the 5 for New York right now. Pass to Robinson. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Denver shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them.
You know, you watch Nikola Jokic out there, and he just moves like a guard. The way he approaches the game, sees the court, and shoots just on found in that center position.
Barrett wide open. He fires. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Smith's got 3 assists now in this one. Outside Millsap. Now Jokic. He's got 12. Kicks it to Murray. Fires for 3. Rebounded by Knox. Greg Jokic has so many tools at his disposal. He's a walking triple-double threat.
The passing and vision is what really sets him apart at that center position. The offense can run through him and should run through him with how he can distribute the ball.
Here's the pass to Murray. Takes a 3. The Nuggets with another miss.
Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost.
Smith the pass to Portis. And stolen by Murray. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Murray with the ball. And again, Denver no good.
Not a terrific start here in the second half. 4 attempts, nothing to show for it.
Here's Barrett. Robinson left side. And again, it's New York.
And you see the passing instincts Barrett has. Great at recognition out on the floor.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Jokic, and another field goal in this total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
After an ugly 0 for 4 to start the half, they get one to fall.
New York calls timeout. Well, Greg, the rapid ascension of Nikola Jokic into NBA stardom has been nothing short of amazing. You know, he really is an elite center now.
I mean, he's the best player on a very talented young team in the West. I would not be surprised to see him win an MVP in the next few years.
Denver making a switch here. Porter's checked in. Barrett kicks to Portis. And it's sent back by Jokic. Porter in the corner. A 3-ball. Rebounded by Knox. The Knicks leading by 4. And Gary Harris is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Wayne Ellington's checked in for Barrett. Smith outside. Shoots the 3. A shot by Ellington, no good. Porter in the corner. Over Smith. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Porter's got his first 2 points.
A pure shooter who's also efficient. Porter nearly automatic from mid-range.
Nice shot by Smith.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
It's stolen by Smith and pushing it up. Here's New York. And it's slammed in by Smith.
Well, this is where Dennis Smith Jr. can be special. He is such an elite athlete, and he takes advantage of that by creating a steal.
The Nuggets trail by 6. Murray outside. Dishes it to Millsap. That shot missing. Great D that time from Portis. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. And it's Robinson that time on the assist by Smith. And now it's an 8-point Knicks lead.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets.
Well, we know this, guys. Last season, a little bit up and down for Dennis Smith Jr. Not sure he wanted out of Dallas, but certainly dealt to the New York Knicks. But now they think this guy is a cornerstone for their franchise.
Denver making a switch here. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Jokic. Jeremy Grant comes in for Paul Millsap. Beasley's checked in for Harris. And Morris subbed in for Murray. And with Smith, he had lost the ball-handling duties in Dallas to Doncic. And you know what, Doris? It made sense probably for him to move on.
Yeah, this is one of those trades, I think, that will benefit everyone involved. Dennis Smith Jr. is a better player with the basketball in his hands. And once he left, he got his confidence back and started to create great opportunities for the Knicks.
One made 3 formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see. Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
And a new group in for the Knicks. Taj Gibson's checked in for Robinson. Morris comes in for Portis. Trier, he's checked in for Wayne Ellington. And it's Ntilikina in for Smith. The Nuggets trail by 3 to the inside and finished off by Porter.
He just jumps so fast. I mean, give Porter a chance to dunk, and he doesn't think twice about it.
Plumlee with the steal. And Beasley, here we go. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Here's Ntilikina. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Ntilikina's got 8 points.
Ntilikina's reach and athleticism is absolutely a factor inside. He can score it in there, make no mistake.
Releases from 15, and he drops that one in. 8 points for Michael Porter. New York's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third, still 0 for 3. Here's Ntilikina, and again it's New York.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time, Greg. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
The fadeaway. Ntilikina with the rebound.
You know, he made an easy shot so much harder, and it really cost him the bucket, guys.
And Grant sends it back.
Well, twice on the pipes, Jeremy Grant says, no, sir.
And here's Beasley. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Morris outside. Shot clock at 5. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris. And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for Murray.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Martin's checked in for Porter.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
That gives them the lead.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Pass to Morris. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be a Mason Plumlee.
You know, there's a toughness and an energy about Marcus Morris that elevates any team he plays for. This guy is an incredible teammate.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Here's Barrett, and Barrett slams it in.
Great activity there from Barrett. When he ups his intensity on defense, he's a difference maker.
He can't get it to go. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. It's the Knicks. They're up by 3. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the 4th quarter. Next. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates, Greg. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. The Nuggets trail by 3. So out there for the Nuggets right now, Zamp and Plumlee are playing up front. Malik Beasley out there with Will Barton, and it's Grant in at the 3 slot.
Well, the touch and the focus. What a pretty move in the lane.
Morris with the ball. Now defended by Grant. Barrett, no good. And so Grant will bring it up for the Nuggets. It's Beasley on the wing. Pass to Millsap. Over Barrett. Millsap misses.
Well, this is how you shut him down. A tremendous contest against a very skilled player.
That one falls.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Right wing. Grant in the post. Gibson on him. Grant kicks to Millsap. And the layup's good off the glass.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
Barrett, no good.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
And Millsap slams it in.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G, he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
Trier, that's good.
It's so obvious Ntilikina is a pass-first point guard. This guy is an exceptional passer with very good vision.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. A different look for New York. Robinson's checked in for Gibson. Bobby Portis comes in for Alonzo Trier. And it's Dennis Smith in for Ntilikina. Denver also making some changes. Jokic, he's checked in for Plumlee. Harris comes in for Malik Beasley. And Murray's subbed in for Jeremy Grant. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch what Mike Malone said to his team. He said, we've got to pick it up right here, right now. If we're going to win this game, we have to take control. This is the time. Kevin.
Thank you, David. Harris dishes to Murray. Millsap left side. And that one is good. Millsap's got it all tied up now for Denver. Here's Smith. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Barrett with the ball. Harris is there. And Barrett gets it to go.
I love seeing Barrett cash in there. He knows he has what it takes to finish through contact.
Pass to Murray. Ring shot on the way. Here's Millsap. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on R.J. Barrett.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
And he's good on the second.
Underrated coming into the league and underestimated. Millsap doesn't have any doubters anymore.
Barrett the pass to Smith. And here is Portis. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there's the foul against Denver. The first one falls.
Guys, when you consider the New York Knicks roster, there is some talent amongst their young players. More than a handful of their guys in their first 3 years in the league. Kevin Knox, Mr. Robinson, and Mr. Dotson all could be factors for them in the future.
Inside, here's Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Barrett, it's good, the assist that time from Smith. Smith's got 5 assists tonight. Doris with the youth. The Knicks added Dennis Smith to that bunch as well.
No doubt, Kevin, this was a player they had their eyes on. So when you couple Dennis Smith Jr. with some of the young assets they've collected over the last couple of years, there's a ton of young talent coming up in New York right now. Well, I'll tell you what, this team trusts in Dennis Smith Jr.'s ability to make big-time shots.
Now here's Murray. The pass to Jokic. Another miss by Jokic. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
The Nuggets trail by 5. Here's Murray. Barton in the corner. It's up a 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Robinson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Barrett, no good. And the call will be against R.J. Barrett. That's foul number 2 for him. The Knicks making a switch here. Knox is checked in. Denver's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Passes it to Jokic. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 6 rebounds in the game. Smith. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Make no mistake, the determination that Dennis Smith Jr. plays with on the interior is going to make good things happen.
No good on the free throw. Good on the second free throw. And Murray's got the ball here for Denver. Denver calls timeout. You gotta like what Dennis Smith has done in this game.
Yeah, he's just torching them right now. A good decision to huddle up, kind of hit the reset button and figure out how to slow his roll.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Dennis Smith.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
Here's Millsap. Murray outside. A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. Clock at 6. Feeds to Harris. It's Barton on the wing. Fires the three. It's rebounded by New York.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
Smith with it. Robinson left side. To the paint. Millsap with the steal. Barton outside. Pass to Murray. 1:07 left here in the fourth quarter. A three. Millsap looks good. Is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
And they count on Millsap to deliver in these big moments, and there he does. Had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
Taking 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
Yeah, 2-possession game now after knocking both of those down.
Denver's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Harris finds Murray. To the middle. Here's Jokic. Yes!
Well, the coach loves this kind of ball movement. Anytime you create something inside the free throw line, you know it's a good look.
Here's Barrett. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Gary Harris.
And have to admire how hard Barrett goes. This kind of assertiveness is what makes defenders feel uneasy.
And he is unable to get the second one.
And what you like about Barrett is his all-around game, a versatile guard / forward who wants to keep improving. Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
And Greg, to me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Smith kicks to Robinson. Over Jokic. Rebound by the Nuggets. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 2. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, what's your take?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
I'll tell you, they'd better come up with some points on every possession from now on.
Off target from the wing. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
And that's the knockout blow right there, guys. Those free throws should put this one away.
Barton outside. On deep. Offensive rebound.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And they go to the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game. So a close game sees New York take this one. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has